11 CO 369, People v. Gharrett. The defendant, David Gharrett, is charged with 6 counts of murder. First-degree murder is defined as the following. A person commits the offense of first-degree murder when he killed an individual without lawful justification if, in performing the acts which caused the death, 1, he intends to kill or do great bodily harm to that individual, or 2, he knows that such acts will cause death to that individual, or 3, he knows that such acts create a strong probability of death or great bodily harm to that individual. The court has heard over 7 days of testimony in this cause, and the case turns largely upon the medical evidence. Dr. Denton documented 3 circular and additional smaller bruises over Destiny's abdomen as being red and recent. Those bruises extended through the muscle wall and were associated with internal injuries as they were directly above the lacerated artery and duodenum and consistent with the man's knuckle marks. After considering all the evidence, including testimony and exhibits, as well as the arguments of counsel, the court finds the people have met their burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt that without lawful justification, the defendant intended to cause great bodily harm to Destiny Cox, and that he knew his acts created a strong probability of great bodily harm to Destiny Cox. Accordingly, the defendant is found guilty of counts 3, 6, 7, and 8. The defendant is found not guilty of counts 2 and 5. The court further finds that the defendant is eligible for an extended term sentence based upon the age of Destiny Cox at the time of her death. The court also finds that based upon the evidence, the state has proven beyond a reasonable doubt that the murder was accompanied by exceptionally brutal or heinous behavior indicative of wanton cruelty under 730 ILCS 5/8-81, and as such, the defendant is eligible for a sentence of natural life imprisonment.
That name would be good.
Well, I think the Cox family so far has indicated that they can now start and begin with some closure, and I'm happy for them on that part. But it's still, a pretty big loss for the family losing a 3-year-old like this. That's a tragedy that I don't know that can ever be overcome, but at least there is at this time a start for getting justice.